What happens when a loving mother goes missing just before Mother's Day? Joleen Cummings, a devoted mom and beloved hairstylist, vanished without a trace, leaving her friends and family desperate for answers. As the investigation unfolds, shocking secrets and unsettling truths come to light. Join us as we delve into the mysterious disappearance of Joleen and the search for justice. Chapter 1. Joleen's disappearance. Joleen Cummings, a 34-year-old mother of 3 from Yulee, Florida, was known for being kind and caring. She worked at Tangle's hair salon and was loved by her clients. After splitting from her husband, Jason Cummings, with whom she had 2 boys, she focused on raising her kids and her job. She briefly dated another man named Jason, but that relationship also ended. On May 12, 2018, Joleen worked her usual Saturday at the salon and planned to celebrate Mother's Day and her birthday with her kids the next day. But when she didn't show up to pick them up, her family reported her missing. Her phone was off and her car was gone. Police started searching and asked anyone who had been to the salon on that Saturday for information. Joleen's boss and friends were worried, saying it was not like her to disappear, especially on Mother's Day. Chapter 2. The investigation. Police questioned her ex-husband, Jason Cummings, who was helpful and had an alibi. But finding him took longer. Neighbors had heard them arguing a few days before Joleen disappeared. Jason G. was eventually found hiding and admitted they fought, but he denied knowing what happened to her. When pressed for details, he asked for a lawyer. Jason G. became a person of interest in Joleen's disappearance just hours earlier. Deputies arrested him for a probation violation, but he wasn't talking. He was found near a wooded area in Hilliard, where investigators were searching after receiving a tip. Despite naming him and others as persons of interest, tips were few and didn't lead to any breakthroughs. On May 16th, investigators found Joleen's Ford SUV parked at a Home Depot about 2 miles from her salon. Security footage showed it was parked at 1:15 a.m., hours after her shift ended, and a person in black was seen running away. They tracked this person to a gas station, where a woman in black borrowed a phone for a cab. She talked about meth and her night out before leaving in the taxi. While checking the salon's camera footage, investigators discovered large pools of blood, showing Joleen had been killed there. They ruled out Jason G. and a random break-in. The last person seen with Joleen was another stylist, Jennifer Cyber, who suddenly went missing. When police tried to talk to her, she drove away and quit her job, asking for her final paycheck. CCTV footage suggested she was involved, but her address was fake, and she wasn't answering calls. Jennifer had only worked at the salon for a month and seemed to dislike Joleen. Clients noticed her rude behavior, and co-workers described her as strange and uncomfortable to be around. Days before Joleen disappeared, Joleen had texted a friend about trying to avoid Jennifer because she was being negative. After issuing an alert for Jennifer's car, police found her sleeping in her vehicle at a gas station with signs of a fight. They arrested her for stealing a car, but soon discovered she was actually Kimberly Kessler, a woman who had been reported missing in 2004. Kimberly said she had been living under a fake name since 1999, claiming she changed her name to escape her ex. She had 25 different names, 5 driver's licenses, and had moved to 33 cities in 14 states, constantly changing her appearance. When questioned about Joleen, she denied knowing anything and wrongly accused Joleen of being a meth addict. Despite clear evidence of her stealing Joleen's car, Kimberly insisted she had no idea where Joleen was, making the authorities very suspicious. The police found more CCTV footage showing you throwing away bags near the salon on the day Joleen disappeared. They traced the trash to a landfill with almost 4 million pounds of waste, which was a huge task. Near the bins, they discovered the lid of a plastic container. After getting Kimberly's address and a storage unit she rented, they found items covered in blood that matched Joleen's. Inside the container were one of Joleen's fingernails and a bag of scissors, which they believed were used in the murder. Investigators also found troubling things on Kimberly's iPhone, including a notebook with names and words like Satan and witch. Her search history included nobody, no crime, and female serial killers. At her home, police found 6 wigs and several phones. Interviews revealed her violent past, including threats she made when she was a child. Chapter 3: The evidence unfolds. Even with a strong case against Kimberly, police still needed to find Joleen's body. Walmart footage showed Kimberly buying supplies like ammonia, zip ties, and an electric knife for $30. Around 9 p.m., 4 hours after Joleen's shift ended, Kimberly was seen throwing heavy bags into a bin. Police thought she had cut up Joleen's body and put it in those bags based on the blood found in the salon and the electric knife. On May 22nd, police held a news conference saying they were still looking for Joleen, but believed she wouldn't be found alive. They named Kimberly Kessler, who had used the name Jennifer Seibert, as the main suspect. Evidence showed Kimberly had planned the murder for days. Kimberly was charged with first-degree murder, but she didn't seem to care. She joked with officers and called solitary confinement heaven. Although she said she was not guilty, her behavior became more strange. Jail officers reported that she would sometimes strip naked, smear feces on her cell window, and refuse to eat because she feared being poisoned. Her weight dropped from 96 to 74 pounds. At first, Kimberly was declared mentally unfit for trial, but later a judge found her competent. The sheriff claimed she was pretending to be crazy. 3 months later, Kimberly was fit for trial, but wouldn't cooperate and caused problems in court. Eventually, she was removed from the courtroom and had to watch the trial on video. Prosecutors believed Joleen didn't trust Kimberly, who was using a fake name, and that Kimberly was jealous of Joleen's life. Despite the defense arguing that there wasn't enough proof of planning, Kimberly was found guilty of first-degree murder and grand theft auto. She received a life sentence without parole. Joleen's body was never found, but her children live with family. Her ex-husband, Jason, remembered her as a great mother, and her family honors her memory every day. Joleen's story leaves us with more questions than answers. While her killer has been convicted, her family still hopes to one day find her and bring her home. What do you think? Could more evidence still be out there? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If this case touched you, remember to share it with others. And if you're passionate about uncovering the truth, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next deep dive into true crime. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.